Hello everybody, I'm Zenith Warrior, and welcome back to Zen Streams. It has been about 2 weeks since my last stream, and I've been busy the last couple weeks. I went down to Jersey to meet up with the debate crew because there was a wedding shower that a bridal shower that I had to be a part of for my friend Elena, who's getting married to Eric, who is formerly of the Disney debate. So there was that I had to go to. We also had to do a few things down there for the Disney debate. We had to watch the new DuckTales and all that other stuff. And the weekend before that...
the whole world must learn of our peaceful ways.
Thank you for hosting, Ari. Thank you.
Maya, shut up! Sorry.
But yeah, so the week before that, I was doing a bunch of scripting. I finished the script for History of One Piece, updating the new one. I'm hoping to record that this weekend. I don't know what's going to happen with it, but we will see. Hey Jim, how's it going? But I really wanted to get together today since I don't have any work. It's the 4th of July holiday for me, so I didn't have work last night, and I didn't have work tonight. I was going to stream, but I had a lot of stuff that I need to do. So we're streaming right now. We're going to be streaming a bunch of different stuff. But yeah, today is the 4th of July. There's a lot of stuff happening today. In addition to 4th of July, we have birthdays. Chiaki's birthday is the 1st of July, so we're celebrating the birthday of my cat, who is now in timeout because she was being mean and naughty. We also have the birthday of Ari, which is tomorrow. So in just a few hours, I will wish Ari a happy birthday, and she's going to hate me because I'm giving her all the attention. And
I say the whole world must learn of our peaceful ways.
Thanks for the host, Sassy. Ant-Man and the Wasp is coming soon. But yeah, we also have Max Mao's birthday is today. And my birthday is July 10th. So we're celebrating a bunch of birthdays today. And what better way to celebrate birthdays is this massive stream. We're going to be starting with Kingdom Hearts RE Chain of Memories, because I need to get further with that, even though I don't want to play more of this game. Just to let you guys know what's been going on with Chain of Memories and with Kingdom Hearts. I've been playing Chain of Memories on my own on PS3 in the background for a while. And the thing with that is, I've beaten this game now 4 separate times. Twice with Riku, and twice with Sora, which means that, we've been playing this for a while, and that's just, me on my own trying to 100% the game and get knowledge of it, grinding for all these cards, grinding to level 99 for these characters. I have 140 hours already invested in this game, and I still have to beat the beginner mode, which means one more playthrough for Riku, one more playthrough for Sora. If you want further details, you can check that out on my Twitter at Zenith Warrior. I have a photo compilation of everything I've done for the Kingdom Hearts games off stream, but now we're going to be playing more. On stream, we have completed the first game. We're a little bit into Chain of Memories, so let us continue where we left off, just so we can actually get there before January. I'm really hoping to get through with these games before January. The anniversary of the Yuri on Ice movie. Well, I haven't seen the Yuri on Ice movie, so I don't really have any thoughts on it. I love Yuri on Ice, so... the movie that's coming out, sorry, the wording was a little bit weird. The movie that's coming out, I'm really excited for. I'm looking forward to it, although it's probably going to be a prequel considering everything. Anyway,
It's totally gonna be a prequel.
Oh, it is totally going to be a prequel.
It's called Yuri on Ice Adolescence, and it has young Vidya. It's gonna be a prequel.
Alright, so right now, my plan for Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, I'm not going to go for the 100% this current stream, because this is, I'm basically going to at least try to complete as much as I can and, you know, beat the main story of the campaign, because there's a lot more time and investment involved in Chain of Memories than one might think. And I want to move on with streams and whatnot. So for this current stream, I'm planning maybe 2 hours, and then trying to continue with something else afterwards. But we'll see. You never know. I could just be so invested in this game that I continue forth. But who knows?
I doubt that because it's Chain of Memories.
Yep. I mean, Zen, we have a game that we've been waiting to play for quite a while now.
I know everyone wants me to continue with Doki Doki. Everyone needs to calm the heck down.
Here,
I'm
you
just
get a
saying
bit.
you're almost there.
I know, but I'm going to continue forth. It'll be done. I promise.
Okay.
I got like 5 bits.
We
so
will continue
here's
with
the
it to
Here a bit.
oh my god, yay, we have bits. By the
Here's a
way,
bit.
guys,
Here's the bit.
bit alerts are here, and so yeah, thank you so much for the bits.
By the way, happy 4th of July if you're American. Such American. Much freedom. And if you're not American, then, I don't know what to tell you. Happy,
Count yourself lucky.
have a good day, I guess.
Happy 4th of July, but more importantly, don't forget you can donate bits or subscribe if you like my channel. Wink wink nudge nudge, I'm working towards the One Piece rap follower goal, and so that you see that bar down there, that, you know, we're very much nearing the end of that. Basically, if I hit 150 followers before my birthday on the 10th, then I will sing the One Piece rap live on stream. Unfortunately, we're nowhere close, and we only have like 5 days, so I don't think that's going to happen. But you know, you never know. I'll make a new follower goal after I reach my birthday, and we'll do something there. You know, if you just want to subscribe to my channel, I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Maya, it's okay that you put in a Bloom reference. To that I say, Zen, please don't look up that song so you won't get that reference.
She already showed me.
Damn it!
What?
Don't worry about it. You don't have to know. You ate a burger because America. Maya, earlier today you had sushi.
Sushi is what it's all about. And what's
I
up,
got
Itchy?
Mexican because of America.
I'm vegetarian because America.
By the way, I got a whole bunch of people in the chat with me. Feel free to say stuff, but because this is probably not going to be eventful when we get like through the basically all the parts with Chain of Memories. No, I have not watched Queer Eye because I'm not straight. So why would I watch a Queer Eye for a straight guy? Hello.
No, it's Queer Eye fixing straight guys.
What?
Like,
I don't know what the
fixing
show
their
is
fashion
either.
sense.
The Queer Eye for the straight guy. It is made for straight people.
No, it's about straight people having their fashion sense fixed by queer guys.
I don't even care. I'm not going to watch
on Netflix
it.
or something. It shows up on my Twitter timeline at least like every day, every other day, just like by a mention. Because I follow a few gay artists or something.
Yeah,
Is it any good?
today isn't about 4th of July. Today is about the Gay Dependence Day.
Wait, Pride Month ended like 4 days ago.
Come
No,
on,
it's
Zenith.
Draft Month.
Independence Day was right there.
Independence Gay. That should be the Independence Day 3 with Will Smith. Independence Gay.
Wait, what's Go Busters?
I haven't seen Go Busters yet. No, I haven't.
What is that?
It's an anime.
Oh, I was watching Megalobox, and yeah, I don't care
good.
about anything else right now. I honestly don't care about anything else but Megalobox right now.
I have not seen Megalobox. I have been too busy. I've been in editing hell. I've also been watching Steven Universe Season 2. By the way, no spoilers for anything past Season 2 for Steven Universe, because you will be banned. Okay?
Wait, did you watch Season 2, Episode 1?
I told you, I don't skip episodes, and by the way, that's...
the most useless episode!
By the way...
Most annoying thing ever!
Ari, by the way, that's on Episode 1 of Season 2. That's
Wait, what did I say?
That's,
what did I say?
That's Episode 3 of Season 2.
This isn't a spoiler. I'll just say that the last one I saw was the one where they played baseball.
Anyway...
Oh my god, the baseball episode is great.
All I know right now is pretty much that I love Season 2, and the Uncle Grandpa episode was not bad.
It's fine.
It's weird.
Pretty bad.
It's weird, I'll give you that, but it's not bad. Like,
and as someone who likes weird, I quite enjoyed it.
And the message of the episode is it's okay to be weird, so I'm fine with that. Like,
Pretty bad, too.
It's not bad.
It is. Season 4 is like much better though.
All your shit.
all I will say is that, you know, I've seen worse episodes of TV shows, and I won't say any more because we're gonna be doing our Season 2 review of Steven Universe coming soon, and I don't want to spoil anything. We already did Season 1, and we had fun with that, but, you know, Season 2 is its own beast, and then we're gonna get to Season 3. Kat wanted to watch Season 3 immediately because we were both, like, in the zone last weekend, but I had to stop and be like, you know what, let's actually, you know, think about Season 2 first. I don't like getting ahead of myself.
Season 3 is pretty good, but Season 4, I just finished Season 4. Pretty freaking good season. Had a lot of really good episodes. Like, okay, Mindful Education, you are probably gonna love Mindful Education.
From what I've heard mixed things. It's weird because, like, a lot of people are just like, oh, after Season 2 it goes downhill. I'm like, what?
I say that. I say it gets better, a little bit better.
But I don't know. Like, I like the show so far. I didn't think I would like it that much initially, but, you know, that's kind of how this thing goes. It's one of those TV shows like Adventure Time where you kind of have to sit through 20 episodes to get to the good parts. So
yeah.
Yeah, I fell out of Adventure Time. Like, my friends and I, like, that show came out around the time my friends and I were in middle school, along with regular show, and we all fell out of Adventure Time because it was less about the adventures and more about, like, teenage angst, and we were like, nah, we didn't come here for this. But we all watched and loved regular show. We missed that show so much.
I miss regular show. It was weird as hell. But it's one of those good shows that, like, it's funny and you can watch any episode in any order and still, like, won't have to worry about it. Because
Not to mention... Wait, sorry.
There's just not a lot of continuity is what I was going to say.
Yeah, but, like, regular show, I think the reason why we kept up with regular show was because it was always meant for an older audience.
Alright, I'm getting an echo from someone.
It's Rosen. Something's going on in Rosen's background.
Hold on, let me turn my my mic sensitivity up so that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
But no,
not hearing
regular
anything.
Okay, regular show. The creator of regular show is actually making a new show on. I don't know. I forgot if it's
TBS.
Comedy Central or FX.
TBS.
TBS. Thank you. Yeah, close enough. I'm excited for that one. No idea when it's coming out though. Is it this year or next year?
It's supposed to be this year.
Really? Like, what?
That's what I heard. Because I know it was teased last year at Comic-Con.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if it takes another year for it to come out, because, you know, animation takes a lot of time. And come on, we Samurai Jack season 5 was promised when, like 2016, and then I'm still waiting for my new season of Young Justice, and it still isn't here. But, you know,
I mean, I own all of Young Justice that's out right now. I need to see that. I hear very good things.
Yeah, it is really good, but honestly, it's if you watch it to kind of fill in the void of Teen Titans like I did at the time, it isn't perfect because it can be way too serious, and some serious moments aren't, you know, you can't really take it all that seriously.
Yeah, like, I don't think you're really gonna get a show quite like Teen Titans was back in the day. apparently networks aren't into that sort of thing, because not only was it had its filler moments, it had its joke episodes, but every single episode had a certain amount of sincerity and seriousness to it, while still being lighthearted and having a lot of levity to it. You just don't see shows like that anymore, and everything's leaning towards the Steven Universe, Starverse's formula, which isn't bad. I just don't like. I don't particularly like that type of 11-minute episodes, or if they're not leaning towards the Go style of humor, like Teen Titans Go, they're leaning more towards like the new DuckTales, which I think the new DuckTales is great, but I feel like what they should have done is really invested and made sure that they had all their episodes from the get-go, because I was a little bit worried initially when we only got like so many episodes and then we had this huge hiatus. I really hate how they just drop these hiatuses, and it's just like, okay, well, you're supposed to remember everything that's going on. And oh, look, the guest of honor is here. Sorry.
Oh god, what happened?
Chiaki's here. Hey, come on.
I just heard something drop in. I don't know because the stream is delayed, and yeah.
Everyone say happy birthday to Chiaki. Oh.
Yay, almost twin.
Hello, Chiaki.
Honestly, it wouldn't be the first time I shared a birthday with an animal, because I used to share my birthday with my 2 Rottweilers. Rest in peace, Kane and Jess. I miss you every day.
I would make her a cake, but she would probably attack it. All right.
She probably wouldn't eat it anyway. She's just gonna smell it and run away.
You're free to go. And she likes smelling things, but yeah. Anyway, where was I?
We were talking about networks not wanting shows like Teen Titans unless your name is Adult Swim, because Teen Titans Season 6 is coming back on Adult Swim 2019. Boy!
Is it? I thought that was fake.
No, it's actually happening.
Either that or I want more Bob's Burgers.
We're getting more Bob's Burgers.
I mean, not Bob's Burgers. King of the Hill. Sorry.
Oh, that'd be cool.
King of the Hill would be a great recurring thing, because I liked it when it was back on like Toonami, but now Toonami's like airing every single night now, which is really cool.
Kind of, sort of. They're mostly just airing Dragon Ball Super.
I mean, it's a start.
Yeah.
It's a start. It gets attention.
Yeah, but you can't air it like every single night, because there's like other Adult Swim shows like Rick and Morty Season 4 when.
I need to watch more Rick and Morty. I marathoned all of Season 1 except for the Gazorp and Pals episode, and I still haven't seen any more since. But that's the thing, like, the fandom really killed it for me. It takes me a while to get back into it. It's the same thing that happened with, like, Steven Universe. And
you can't let fandom kill a show, though. Like, okay, I'm sorry, keep going, because this is like fangirl me about to come in and defend everything.
It's not that I don't... It's not that it's ruining the show for me. It's more, I want to wait to be able to judge the show on its own merits without people telling me, A, to watch it because it's amazing, or to not watch it because it's crap. I like to form my own opinion, and when fandoms are so big into something, they usually can't see past certain things, and so I really like to take the time, kind of like I did with Steven Universe. Let the drama die down, let all the hype die down, and just watch the show for what it is. Judge it for what it is. I mean, that's just me. Like, I personally prefer doing stuff like that because it allows me to see a show with fresh eyes without going into it with a certain bias. Because, like, this happens to me now that I have somewhat of an audience, and I talk about shows that I either want to see or don't want to see. I once had someone where, like, I saw this meme from Starverses about the episode where I don't know his name, but the guy wears a dress. Marco? Yes, and it was basically a meme about transgender stuff, and I'm like, oh, well, he wears a dress. I really want to watch this show now.
That was a joke, and that was a pretty rad episode.
I know.
Out of context, yeah.
I know it's out of context, I know it's not really there, but I expressed interest in watching the show after that point, and someone jumped down my throat because I'm just like, I just want to see a dude in a dress. Like, come on. Like, regardless of whether or not it's a transgender show, it's just good to have some sort of representation for myself to be able to see. And so that's why I was interested in watching the show. And, you know, the person eventually apologized to me afterwards, but I was just like, I told him straight up, like, oh, fine, I won't watch the show then. Are you happy? Because I don't have to watch or review anything. I do it because I want to.
Yeah, nice on Tsunami. That'd be awesome if it could happen. Wait, what y'all doing to my dog?
Ari? Oh no, we lost Ari.
No, my aunt came in
Hey,
and asked
hey.
what kind of breed was Jewel.
Chiaki, I'm watching you. I don't care if it's your birthday. I will fight you. You keep in line, okay?
So, anyone else excited about Venture Bros coming back?
I love Venture Bros, so yeah. Hell yeah.
I just got back. What are we talking about?
Venture Brothers Season 7 is coming out August 6th.
Never seen it.
I need to watch more. Like, I've seen some Venture Brothers. I haven't seen it in order, but I love the show. It's a fantastic show.
It's great because it starts out
Notice my mom left me a bag of Red Lobster.
parody, and then it goes straight into like a storyline that's really built upon itself and really comes together.
I love just his rogues gallery of villains. Like, all of them are really, really funny, and they all have character. Zen versus Chiaki, the final bout.
not a Venture Bros. Is Venture Bros the show where the evil villain marries the woman who sounds like a dude?
Yeah, that's the Monarch.
Okay.
Yes, Mrs. Dr. Girlfriend.
Yeah, it's
Dr. Girlfriend, that's an amazing name.
It's the Monarch and Dr. Girlfriend. Like, it sounds like a chain-smoking girl. I like that, too, because you don't often see females represented with different than normal voices. It's why I like Gretchen in Gravity Falls, because like different sounding voices, you don't normally hear that. That representation is almost not there. It's like what they said in Deadpool 2, where have you ever seen a plus-size superhero? You haven't, because there's not enough representation there.
Okay. No, this is like the part of the stream where I feel really, really young, because you guys are talking about Venture Bros coming back and King of the Hill coming back, and I'm just over here like 1999.
I'm just saying I want King of the Hill to come back. It
Part
probably
5's gonna be
won't.
so good.
God, I just want part 5 to come so I can get to part 6, and I can look at Jolene and just go.
And
Casey and I are almost finished with part 2.
What are you talking about?
JoJo.
Oh,
JoJo.
I need to watch JoJo. The problem is, JoJo is one thing that Kat really doesn't like. I tried to show her a little
We can
bit of...
watch it together, don't worry.
Okay, because like I usually watch my anime with her because like she demands that I have free time, and I need that free time in my life to watch stuff. So I'm like, okay, but
Make
like
it daytime.
I let me finish.
Go ahead.
Like I was telling her like, okay, let's watch a couple episodes. And we watched 2 episodes, and she just really didn't like it. And I'm just like, but we've only seen 2 episodes. Like, Phantom Blood is 9 episodes of the season, and it changes completely after that. And Battle Tendency is so much better. And I try to tell her that, and she's like, oh, well, we'll watch it in the future. And we haven't yet.
And the first 3 episodes of Phantom Blood are fucking amazing.
I think the problem is you don't really get a good bearing on what it is. And she doesn't like any of the characters. And to be fair, Jonathan Joestar and Dio are both kind of assholes in the first 2 episodes. And George Joestar is an idiot.
Idiot, yeah.
So, like, that's what she doesn't like. But I'm just like, you can't judge a show based on 2 episodes. I know...
It's gonna be at least 3.
Not even that. Like, I don't like the 3-episode rule, because while it does save you time, like, certain shows change... Like, even after those first 3 episodes, look at Madoka Magica. You can't use the 3-episode rule to describe Madoka Magica, because you could watch the first 3 episodes and be like, oh, it's just a happy-go-lucky magical girl anime. and then it ends with mommy. Yeah.
True.
So
there are times when it's applicable and times when...
I find it's a tactic by people who review things, but even then, even when I don't have a lot of free time, I don't like to use the 3-episode rule to describe stuff, because I don't like being wrong about things. And when you have only 3 episodes before you drop something, there's a capacity to be wrong, so I stick to the end regardless. Anime, video game, I don't care, just so I get a complete perspective and I can talk about it. Is it the best method? No, it's not. It's not really the most efficient or fast-paced method. I will agree with that, but I still don't agree with with cutting the amount of stuff that I watch.
I'd argue it's the time...
Trash like King's Game.
I watched the entirety of King's Game. I don't even care. But the thing with King's Game is it became trash near like the halfway point. The first half of King's Game is actually pretty good. Arkham Knight. Oh, nice. I like Arkham Knight.
I'd argue that the first 3 episodes is when you can drop. Not when you should, but when you can.
I'd say 10 episodes, but then again, I grew up watching One Piece, and that doesn't start getting interesting for the most part until the Captain Kuro episodes. So,
ooh, that was great.
Like, the Captain Kuro arc is my favorite part of that, but that's around like
that's
8
like the
or
first
9
few episodes.
No, Captain Kuro is like 10 episodes in.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait, you said
like
Kuro.
all the way
I'm
to
thinking about the other. I'm thinking about the pirate. Never mind.
Granted,
About Usopp's art.
I do think that the stuff with Romance Dawn is fantastic, but that's 1 episode out of 4.
Hi, Joel. How you doing, sugar? You were not getting my bread.
Any predictions for the dub of what?
Magical Girl Raising Project is getting a simuldub for Funimation for some reason.
It's
not like a new game type situation where, okay, we're gonna dub new game in time for season 2. They're just dubbing it. It's like taking up an entire simuldub slot, and I don't know. Dog, why are you sitting behind my chair? And I just don't know why.
I haven't seen Magical Girl Raising Project, so I can't give any predictions, but I will say this, as I've said multiple times in Dub Talk. I don't do predictions, because I do not... I cannot say who is better. I'm not a casting person. I'm more there to judge how the performance is. I've been surprised very much in the past, and while I know people like, Alejandro Saab now, I know who people are, and in fact, I'm quite friendly with them on Twitter, but even though I know who they are, I'm not a casting director. I wouldn't know who to put where. So
I'm the type of person who will fan cast a dub for Bungo Stray Dogs for 2.5 years.
But the thing is, until you hear an audition, you don't know. I could be completely wrong in a prediction. That's why I don't like to do it, because, like, for one, I feel like it's pigeonholing who you like rather than who's best in the role. And two, I think it's unfair to some of the voice actors who are good, but just not in your notice, in your sphere of influence. So, yeah. If I had to say, like, something about predictions, I would just be like, a chair. I predict chair.
Just do what Gigi does and predict David Wald for everything, even for the female voices. Hey, but I have like 2 things. So I do have something to say for the case of JoJo, and like for part 1. I will admit, part 1 is definitely the most boring part of JoJo.
It's also
you know
dated.
Yeah, and you know what? You can either skip part 1 or watch the recap film. But I really say that you should watch part 1 because although Harmon gets like reduced to ash in part 3, and Jonathan Joestar is the most boring JoJo, you're still missing things like Speedwagon and Zeppeli and the introduction of Dio, and
I just don't like skipping stuff. I find that, you know, skipping stuff only leads to bad, because regardless of how much filler something is, it could be relevant later. Just look at the Uncle Grandpa episode of Steven Universe. Even in that episode, it says it's not canon, but there are things that change in that episode, like his ability to create a shield is magically made better in that episode, and it continues throughout the rest of the show. So, regardless of how much filler something is, I never skip. It's my rule.
Not to mention that part 1 of JoJo is like the absolute very beginning of just everything. Like,
Plus, it's short.
It's 9 episodes. That's what I told her. Like, once it happens, everything changes, and after that, like, there's some really incredible stuff. Like,
yeah.
I mean, but even then, like, I like part 1 because it has a guy who has knives attached to his hat. Like, it's no big deal.
Okay, here's the thing with Speedwagon. You have knives. You have this fucking Mortal Kombat style hat on your head, and you spend the entirety of the series narrating? You can help, sir.
Now when he's up against guys like Dio.
Okay, well...
I mean,
Dio was like the main reason you should not skip part 1, because Dio was just...
incredible.
But you know, when you have Dio versus REO Speedwagon, I mean, which music do you think is better? Dio is
like
gonna
both.
win. I like them both, but I just wanted to make the joke. Anyway.
I don't understand any of the music reference except for Vanilla Ice or Cool Ice.
There's a lot of references. For example, there's AC/DC, Cars,
okay,
Wham.
that one is like the most blatant.
And then you have Jimmy Page and Robert Plant in the first season. You have a bunch of stuff. Lisa, like
What is Lisa
German is
from?
named Wang Zappelli.
Zeppelin. Yeah, it's Led Zeppelin. That's probably the one thing that he changes, because Led Zeppelin was probably very huge at the time and they didn't want to get sued. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
I have a question. When are we gonna get a Take On Me character?
Probably.
I don't know. I'm just glad the ending
Probably.
theme song is Roundabout by Yes.
Well, for the first season.
It's first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, if you include part 1 and part 2 as one season, then yeah, but...
I do.
It is one season. It's totally one season. It's always been listed as one season.
Let's see. Chat, didn't care for Riddler trophies in Arkham Knight because how many involved the stupid Batmobile? That's the only time I actually I enjoyed the Batmobile in that game, was when you were using it to solve puzzles, because I hated the turret mechanic in that.
Dude, the Batmobile was like the best freaking part of that game. I had so much fun with the Batmobile.
I had fun with it, except for the combat. The combat was boring and
combat's
repetitive. But like,
you just like summon the thing, and it's just... it's the best feeling Batmobile.
the Riddler races were my favorite part, and Kitty, I swear, you're being naughty.
Oh no. Be good on your birthday, Chiaki. Come on. Come on. Almost twin.
But, yeah, like, I did hear Royal Tutor is getting a second season. I was very excited, but I saw the announcement beforehand. I kind of knew it was coming out because they had an announcement about it, and I figured that's what it was going to be. But before that announcement, I figured it was never going to happen, because those type of shows don't usually get a season 2, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
And then they do, and then people over here, like me, who has been praying for another season of Spice and Wolf and Bakano, just get even more fucked than we already were.
You can pop in the call. We have a bunch of people here. Just make sure you don't talk over each other. So,
yeah, we can all scream happy birthday to you.
But yeah, as for the Riddler trophies, I've never had a problem with them, but I like them. I like that there's tons of them. They may seem overkill, but like I got all of them. I'm that insane person who's platinumed all of the Arkham games. So
Happy birthday, Max.
Thank you.
Happy freedom or something. I don't know.
happy
And Maya, I will
birth.
ban you from this chat.
Yes, I'm now 38 years old. I'm now old. Leave me alone.
Hey, it's okay. I mean, I'm turning 28 myself, so...
And the little baby who's turning 19 tomorrow.
Yep. She's turning 19, but,
You damn kids, get off my lawn!
No, screw you, old man! This is my turn! We're on the internet!
happy birthday to everyone, to all, and to all a good birth.
And much freedom.
Happy Christmas to all, and to all a slap in the mouth.
Shit.
Live like Jack and Sally and celebrate Halloween on Christmas.
Yeah. I did get one interesting gift that I actually wanted to mention to you. Good?
Okay.
Yeah, my wife actually went to GameStop a couple weeks back, and she got me a Kingdom Hearts action figure.
Oh, sweet! What kind?
It's just Sora from Kingdom Hearts 2.
Nice.
Full scale or Nindo or Pop?
I'll be taking a picture of it probably tomorrow after I get home from work, and I'll show it to you guys.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't personally collect the figures. While I like them, I'm more of the opinion that I just want to play the games. Granted, there's plenty of game to go around, so I'm good.
Oh yeah.
As you've probably seen on Twitter, I've been very, very busy with Chain of Memories.
Yes, trying to 100% that game is, well,
It's a
Let's just-
Pain in
doozy.
the ass.
the Game Boy one was way harder.
Like, I would have done the Game Boy game, but honestly, my old school tech does not work. And even if I wanted to emulate it, maybe, but...
Well, I mean, in all honesty, this version, the one you're playing, is actually far superior and far better.
Yeah.
Because the other
that's
one
what
was
I've
kind of
seen.
like, it kind of feels like,
It's the control scheme. It's awkward without that controller. Like,
yeah.
you really... Cause it's the biggest problem is shifting between cards. The R and L buttons were not made to do that. Like, because... I always wonder how I was able to play that as a kid. It's one of those things where when you're a kid you don't question it because it's all you have, but now looking back, like, I tried to play it and I'm just like, my fingers aren't built for this. The screen is so damn small. It's really one of those things that I am incredibly confused how I was able to play it back in the day. Granted, I didn't beat it back in the day, but that's the thing. Yeah, it probably says something. But yeah, like I said earlier, I have 100% completed Kingdom Hearts 1, got the platinum. As for this game, I have most of it done. I just need to beat it on beginner mode with Riku and Sora without using a continue. So,
Oh, yay.
yay. But, I mean, compared to the hours I spent grinding cards, let me tell you about the cards. Oh,
You don't
let me
believe in them, do you?
hey, let me tell you about the cards.
Oh god, you're breaking their heart.
So,
My heart.
here's what happens with the cards. So, you can't get all of the cards in one playthrough. It's impossible. And I found this kind of out the hard way. The first thing you need to do before you even play this game is you need to play through an entire run. Well, I say play, but you need to watch the cutscenes for 358 over 2 days, which doesn't make sense because 358 over 2 days is technically taking place during and after this game. So it makes sense to play 358 over 2 days after you play this. So it doesn't even make sense in that regard.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the first thing. The thing is, in order to get all the cards, there are card unlocks that you get for having a save file from the 358 over 2 days cutscenes from this game. So, like, I'm not even going to attempt to do 100% on this playthrough rate that I'm doing here, because we haven't even gone to 358 over 2 days. And there's cards that are locked behind that. But that's not all.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
So the first time you beat this, you unlock Riku's campaign, which basically is his version of events that happens, and it's a lot shorter. It's compared to this, which is about a 40-hour campaign when you're not 100%ing it. His is about 10 to 15 hours, not that bad.
No.
But in order to unlock some of the cards with Sora, you have to beat Riku's campaign. So, in order to 100% things, you first have to watch 358 over 2 days. Play through Sora's campaign, play through Riku's campaign. Go back to your initial save file with Sora. You can't start a new one. It's not enough to have a new save file with Sora. You have to go back to your previous save file with Sora. And then you can get all the cards. Because it doesn't stack based on difficulties. Like, if you change the difficulty, your save progress for any of the trophies is lost. It is so damn specific. And I spent an extra 20 hours on Proud Mode thinking, oh, I could unlock stuff. Then realizing, oh, wait, no, I can't, because it's locked based on the difficulty. So, yeah, do yourself a favor. If you're going to get all the cards, play through the game once for fun. Watch 358 over 2 days, because it makes sense in that order. Then go back to your old campaign with Sora, and then play. That's how you gotta do it. And it makes no goddamn sense, because here's the thing. I would understand going through different playthroughs to unlock different cards and whatnot for things if they didn't lock things based on the difficulty. But the difficulty trophies don't stack, and your progress for certain trophies don't stack. So that means everything you do has to be on one save file, even though the game is structured for multiple save files. It doesn't make sense. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Well, in the modified words of Deadpool, now that's just lazy game design.
Honestly, the biggest problem I have with this game is the design. Like, I have no problem with the story, aside from, like, a couple bits, but even then, like, I think it's a genuinely good campaign, aside from, Zexion and Lexaeus, but we'll get to them. I think, for the most part, it's a great story. It's just the way this game is designed, it doesn't make any sense. Out of universe, I get it. In universe, it makes no sense. And just the design structure of every little goddamn thing pisses me off. And want to get this. I currently have 140 hours of game time logged just into the normal mode from Sora and Riku. I'm not counting the Proud mode that I've already done, because I'll add that up at the end. But so, 140 hours. Of that, 60 was grinding. That's almost half of the game. Half of the game is grinding to get the cards and get them to level 99 when you beat the game at level 50 for both characters. Why do they have the level cap at 99? In Kingdom Hearts 1 it made sense because you had super bosses. In this, you have nothing. What?
I think he's powered down. Should we try to turn him on and off again?
Ben, babe, you alright? You're alive, right?
I am error. I am error.
Zenith.exe isn't working right now. We should
Error 404. Game design not found.
How do we reboot?
IT department, have you tried turning it off and on again?
She's like all the way in Rhode Island. I can't do anything.
So yeah, like if you want to ask me what the biggest problem is, it's that game design where it contradicts itself with how they make the game. It's so weird. And the thing is, I would get behind the card battle system if it wasn't so unbalanced, where you have to spend this time grinding, but then immediately you're overpowered for everything else. So it's just like you're either underpowered or overpowered. If you like delve into the mechanics of the deck building and stuff, it's actually really, really cool. But it doesn't matter because it's not balanced. So
That was the main issue I had when I played the Game Boy version, because that was the one I had. And granted, while it was a 2D version, the story mode, just by itself, you didn't have to worry about any extra like garbage that you got to do now. It was just play all of Sora, then play all of Riku, and then you got everything. But the problem I had was like, if you wanted to find any of the secret bosses, any of the hidden gems, or any of the oh my god ultra rare cards, you had to go through the game again on plus mode. And just
hey, Sassy, I am not overthinking things. I am not.
There's really quick. My dog's getting really mad at me. I gotta take her outside. BRB.
Okay. Right. Yeah, it's just it's weird game design. And in order to get all of the cards, like some of these things, like you have to get the white mushrooms, but the white mushrooms only give you their card if you use the warp ability, and that's a slight. So you have to make a room with the white mushrooms, and there's only a % chance of getting the card that summons the white mushroom room. So that's already a % chance. Then you have to get into the room. There's only 3 white mushrooms, and when you have out of those 3 white mushrooms, you have a slight chance if you use warp to get all 3 of them out of the room.
Because if memory serves, in the original Game Boy version, to get the white mushrooms, they were like, I think it was like a 3% drop.
It's
3% drop rate.
It's a pretty low drop rate, and not even like the black fungus is worse because you have to use Mega Flare because just the way they. I'm pretty sure like warp doesn't work on them or something like that, so you have to use Mega Flare and you have to time it right. And you can't. There's no way you can up your drop rate because the white mushroom and black mushroom rooms do not have any drop rate increases. The only way to increase drop rate slightly is with Teeming Darkness, Looming Darkness, and Almighty Darkness, which just increases the amount of times you get certain card drops. But the thing with the card drops is that it only responds to the last enemy you defeat. Meaning you will get a card drop from the last enemy you defeat, and it's only % chance each time, and you have to make sure you defeat that enemy, and you have to make sure you have the increase.
My brain hurts.
Oh, you think your brain hurts? Grinding all the cards takes about 25 hours by itself. Grinding levels for Riku takes 33 hours.
Why?
Because they increase the experience each and every time, but they don't increase the amount of experience that the Heartless give to you. So even though I was grinding on the highest level room in Castle Oblivion, it took me so long. I spent days where I only got just like 2 levels, and then I was stopped for a break, and then I get 2 more levels. It just takes so long. Made some new characters for Unicorn Magic. Nice, Sassy. That's really awesome. But yeah, guys, I'm saying it right now. If you're not a completionist, this game is not that bad. I'd give it a solid B. But if I were giving this a completion rank, I would give it a rank of don't fucking complete it. It gets like a D.
I am back. The beast is calm, and I came back just to hear don't fucking complete it. I give this game a D.
Yeah, well, I was just saying, like, if I were giving this game a ranking, I would just say, like, on its own, it's a B. because just playing through it on your own is fine. It has problems. I'll talk about it in the review when I get to it, once the stream is pretty close to done. But if you're completing it, this gets a D. The original game, I would give a B for completion, because Kingdom Hearts 1, while it has problems here and there with completion, it wasn't like something that was tearing my hair out. Like, I had mostly a fun time. Not so in this game. So, yeah. I'm not sure how the other games are. We will see. I hear it gets worse for some things, but then again, according to the Completionist, Gerard the Completionist, huge plug, he's a fantastic guy, love the guy. According to him, RE Chain is probably the worst, so, I hope he's right.
So kind of to change the subject a little bit here from games, has anybody gotten into or has played any indie-developed like Metroidvanias?
No.
I've played Guacamelee, if that counts.
Yes, it does count.
Okay.
Wait, are we about to start talking about Hollow Knight or something? Because I played a bit of Hollow Knight.
No. Because there's some... I've gotten into a lot of Metroidvania games here lately because, to be quite honest, a lot of AAA titles have been kind of like lackluster for me. And it's just like, yeah, okay. I mean, granted, okay, the Crash reboot came out. It was fun. It's great.
I need to stream that. I haven't actually played that.
If you played the original set, it's the same game. It's just it's a little bit more unforgiving.
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah. So I've been looking around trying to find some decent Metroidvanias. Like I found Mummy Demastered, which actually was a great game. I actually liked it. Yes, I know the movie sucked.
I've heard really good things about Demastered because it basically makes it retro and good.
Yes.
Yeah.
That game I would highly recommend. That game is if you want to get into the whole, hey, let's play a Metroidvania that's not like Metroid. This would be kind of it. I mean, you get different weapons, you get limits on certain weapons. It's fun. Good.
Just to address the chat, Magical Warrior Diamond Heart. I'm not sure if I'm in it for an Otome game. I hear they're pretty trash. Just saying.
Seduce Me to Otome, best game, 10 out of 10.
Anyway, go on.
There's a bunch of indie games that are coming out that I'm actually kind of looking forward to. There's one that's kind of like Castlevania. There's one called there's a game coming out called Time Spinner, where it's actually fully voice acted. From what I've seen, it's kickstarted right now. You go through different time frames, and you're just going after the enemies that killed your mother.
You killed my father. You killed my mother.
My father, prepare to die.
Yeah.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my hamster.
Oh God.
No. Here's the one. My name is Indigo Montoya. You killed my sandwich.
We are planning to play Monster Prom. I will say that.
Wait, and we're gonna play Monster Prom. I better get some birthday money tomorrow.
No.
Not immediately.
Ari,
Don't.
Here's the thing. There's a way to where only one of you needs it.
Go on.
What I did for the times I played it is, I did a Discord call separately and then streamed from the Discord call the game. So that way, because only one person needs to make decisions, the other people tell them what to pick.
But at the same time, Rosen, the last time I tried to do that, my computer died.
True. Yeah, you might want to get it.
And I need to be able to keep up with the voices. Then I want to play the game anyway. A friend of mine, Devin, he's the one who brought the game to my attention because he helped back it on Kickstarter. So yeah,
we will eventually get to it. My big thing is I need to get a new computer. That will happen, because you know, like as soon as I get like a little bit of extra money or maybe a tax return, I don't know, I am planning on doing that. Simply because my computer is good, but there are things that it cannot do with its RAM. And
I just lost my I key.
yeah,
what?
that sucks.
My I key.
On the keyboard.
Oh.
Yeah, that kind of
That
sucks.
Ay, ay, ay.
And it's a built-in
Jesus Christ, Max.
keyboard, so...
Jeez, that's
All right, time for the next world.
We're still millions miles away from being done. Don't know why I just said
Let's
that.
go to Wonderland. I spent my time grinding. I did some level grinding. I think we're good. We're good enough for Wonderland because there's a big, huge level spike, difficulty spike right at Wonderland, and so yeah, I did some grinding.
Ever since I played, go ahead.
That's the Echo.
Yeah, no idea where that's coming
Well,
from.
ever since I've been playing, well, ever since I've finished McGee's Alice, I can't look at Wonderland normal anymore.
Alice Return to Madness?
Yes. No, the first one, and I mean I haven't played the second one yet.
I haven't played any of the American McGee ones, but I hear they're pretty damn awesome.
Yeah, the second one is extremely dark, especially towards the end. But they got a third one coming out soon.
Donald Duck is concerned with somebody's head being chopped off. Donald, I'm sorry,
We've been through
but it's gonna be roast duck tonight. We're
We've
gonna...
been through this in the first game.
Well, I guess that's one way. Never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke. I'm gonna keep it clean.
Speaking of Game Grumps, I still need to get Dream Daddy, because that's like the first thing I said when I started streaming DDLC. When we're done with this, I'm playing Dream Daddy and nobody can stop me. Still don't have that game.
There's a bunch of games I need to play. We will eventually play them all, or as many as I can before I die. If I say I'm gonna play it, I'm gonna play it. I intend to. I'll do it. Julie, we gonna do the thing.
What thing? What thing are we gonna do?
All of the things.
Okay. That's a lot of things.
Things that involve whips, chains, handcuffs, and gimp masks.
Ooh, I like those things.
Preferably on you.
I want them to be on me.
The reverse Romanian Wilkinson.
Weren't we talking about Metroidvanias before this?
Okay.
Oh, they're starting the fireworks. I can start to hear them. So if that's what if you hear anything in the background, that is the fireworks.
If I have to go due to a very distressed dog, you know why.
Well, alright then.
I'm surprised my cat isn't like distressed right now, but then again, my cat is asleep, and she's pretty much used to everything by now. So,
But dogs freak out way more than cats, so I would say that you have an easier time than me.
My youngest is getting out of being in heat, thank God. So yeah. There's like a couple of Metroidvania games I've been actually kind of keeping my eye on. There's one called Finn. I forget the rest of it. The game actually looks really good. I've gotten really back into the whole pixel games that look phenomenal. And while yes, it is a nostalgic goggles for me, but at the same time, it's like
we're not talking about Tanacon, Sassy.
What are you doing?
We're not talking about Tanacon.
What? Go lay down, silly dog.
it.
Not behind my chair.
To put it bluntly, because for a picture I've always showed, games do not need high-end graphics to be good.
No, they don't.
You can have a 2D pixelated game with perfect story, perfect, awesome controls, and everything else, and it will be a perfect game.
Like all you really need is a visual style that is different or can stand the test of time. For example, Okami is a good example of that. It's not the newest game, but it looks so damn pretty, regardless. But that's the thing. Like, games are not reliant on graphics, not even reliant on gameplay, not even reliant on story. It's a combination of a bunch of different factors, and I've even found games with like one aspect that really sucked to be good in other aspects. So I'm very open.
Well, you can also have like ugly games or games with not that good graphics that got really popular. I mean, look at the numbers for Undertale and Minecraft, and those aren't the best looking games on the market.
Sassy, I know what Tanacon is. I said we're not talking about it.
Those who do not learn from history is bound to repeat it.
Alright.
Anyway, but yeah, like, I think that, you know, a good game can spawn from anything, which is why, like, I know a lot of people who, like, oh, they don't play a game that was rated less than this, or blah, 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 blah. I'm very open to games. There's some games that I love that people hate, and that's fine. I prefer to experiment with games. For example, what I really liked, what was it? There's one game that I friggin' loved that everyone was all up and arms about. But that's this thing, everyone's different. Everyone loves different things. You can't just judge based on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I used to hate playing Dark Souls type games, and now I downloaded Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition, and I'm playing it, and I'm following a specific gameplay that one of my friends is doing, that he's actually LPing, and I'm actually having fun. Yeah, I'm dying a lot, but I'm still having fun.
Yeah, that's one game that, like, I tried playing, I just can't get into yet. I tried Demon Souls, and I personally just couldn't get into it.
Well, Demon Souls is bad. It's just straight up bad.
I wouldn't say that. I would argue that it's too tough for my level right now. I beat the first boss and I stopped because it's a game that you can't complete. It's frustrating.
I don't know. I feel like the difficulties, like the punishment steepness, is just too high. You know.
I mean, you could say that about like a lot of games, but I mean, like, there are certain games that are really, really tough to complete, and I still did it. Like, just look at Shadow of the Colossus. That is one hell of a tough platinum. Have you ever tried hard time attack mode in that game? You need to break the game in order to do it. Like, legit.
No.
You really do. And I've done it. I was there.
I can't say I have because I don't have the remake.
No, I did the PS3 version.
I hear that game, and all I keep seeing is 16 bosses and nothing else.
No, there's a lot more. Once you beat the 16 bosses, there's a bunch of hidden stuff. Like, there's not story related, but there's a lot of side content. For example, there's all the lizards that you can find scattered around, all the different fruit. You can climb to the top of the shrine. Well, if you get enough stamina and, like, eat the tails of all the lizards around, then you can gain enough stamina to climb the top of the temple from the outside to find a hidden garden. You can do, once you beat the game, you unlock time attack mode. Then you unlock hard time attack mode, and you can unlock hard mode as well. And there's a bunch of stuff that you unlock just by doing the normal stuff. So it's not just those bosses. There's a lot more to it. And the hard time attack is so brutal that in order to beat the hard time attack of the third Colossus, you essentially have to use its own sword to launch yourself up to the top of the Colossus.
Yeesh.
That's how you gotta do it. And I did it. But it's like speedrunning 101. You glitch the game in order to hard time attack.
Well, jeez.
So yeah, I've beaten hard games before. That's the point of this.
But have you beaten Dark Souls?
No. I haven't beaten Catherine either, and that's hard too.
Okay, Catherine!
All right.
No,
Let's
no,
get to
I'm not saying that it's like, I'm not saying that it's bad or that it's extra hard. But the hardest parts of Captain for me were like the gross out bosses.
And Rosen, we're still getting echo from you.
Hold on.
Is it fixed? Is it fixed yet?
So right now we're going through a retread of Wonderland from the first game. But the thing is, this is different. Because supposedly this is taken from Sora's memories, but his memory must be really, really bad, because the events that take place in Wonderland are different than the events that happened there before. Basically, Alice is on trial, but the Queen has the evidence, and she forgot. The Queen's memory has been stolen, and that's the plot of Wonderland in this version. We can't rid the Kingdom of Heartless until we get Her Majesty's memory back. So in this, the concept of meddling, I guess, doesn't exist, or I guess Sora's memory is so bad, or he's so simple-minded that he doesn't remember about meddling. And, like, everyone knows about the Heartless in this. It's kind of weird. We've pretty much already been through this in the first game. Like Johnny said in his review, it's basically a retread of the original game, only slightly different, and only the stuff in Wonderland is slightly interesting near the boss part, because they say some interesting things about memory, but it's a small portion of the game.
She has definitely not seen Sanrio Boys, Maya, and I cannot get through Sanrio Boys. I'm sorry.
I haven't seen it.
It has too many boys, like very Bishi boys. I don't like Bishi boys. Yeah, sorry.
The court has reached a verdict. Off with her head.
Didn't we already go through all of this, though?
Yep, this is all from your memories.
Wait, my memories or Sora's memories? No, wait, they are my memories.
Sora's memories. But our memories are Sora's memories because we were Sora.
It's true. I've been Sora since I was 5 years old.
I like Bishis, I just haven't seen it before. I haven't seen every single anime ever made. I don't have the time.
I don't like Bishis all that much. Bishis are pretty, and I don't like pretty boys. So yeah.
Yeah, she likes pretty girls like me.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, but I had like another Detroit question before we started the stream. Probably gonna be like, this is hopefully be the last time I talk about Detroit today. But I was talking to my friend Emma, who watched Let's Plays of Detroit Become Human, and she said that they were super funny because people who aren't from Detroit would see the landmarks and start laughing at them. Like, does that actually happen?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, really? Because she said that Super Best Friends were like laughing so hard at the fist.
Yep.
Oh god.
Hold on. Kitty, if you want to come on my lap, you can.
I got my kitty, so...
Hey.
I have a dog.
Everyone say hi to Chiaki. Say happy
Jewel
birthday.
Says she sleep. Jewel says she sleep.
Happy birthday. So Chiaki, you're gonna bake me a cake, right?
And Chiaki's like, no, you're gonna make me a cake, bitch.
And then I'm gonna smell it and run away.
Meow. Hey. I'll eat your cake for you.
Why did that sound so wrong in my mind?
Because you have a dirty mind, that's why.
Yes, I do. I'm not gonna deny it either.
Then again, cake has a different context now in our society.
I do understand it. Excuse me, I do understand the references here.
You gotta eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake, anime.
Yeah.
As we know, Elastigirl has a lot of it.
Elastigirl is thick.
God.
And you know, as long as you a thick girl, you know that it's on.
By the way, that fist landmark that we have in Detroit is called the Monument of Joe Louis, just so you know.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we have the Monument of Joe Louis, which is the giant fist. Which reminder, I'm from Detroit. The Joe Louis Arena, which unfortunately closed down last year. I mean, no, in 2016. It literally closed down like Youmacon weekend. And we have a statue of Joe Louis inside Cobo Hall, which is where we hold the Detroit Auto Show and Youmacon here in the city.
There we go. Doing good this time.
There's a bit of knowledge. Wait, did they show the Spirit of Detroit in the game? No. I gotta think of... You guys probably don't even know what that is, do you?
I don't know what you're talking about, Willis.
I'm not gonna go into the history of of the city that I hate so much.
So, Zenith, is Chiaki allergic to any specific food or anything?
She's not allergic, but she. One thing I found is she does not like pate. At first, I thought it was just because I was giving her beef, she wouldn't eat it. But she just hates pate. She'll eat anything. She loves her wet food more than her dry food, but like she prefers when it's not pate.
Well, Trin, the oldest, will eat anything, including human food. She loves sweets. I already told the story about her tropping down the hallway with a bag of Cheetos, which is still funny within itself. Juju, the second cat, she does not eat anything but dry food and water. Drink water, that is. Tabby, the youngest here, the one that's in my lap right now, she is the same as Trin, however, she cannot eat anything that's poultry from, like, canned foods. Because she's allergic to it, because her lips will swell up, her paws will swell up if she keeps eating it, and she'll basically, like, lick her back paw raw.
Oh, and now Chiaki's going crazy because she hears the fireworks.
Yeah, I see her. Poor kitty. You guys are over here talking about cat diets, and I'm over here looking over at my furry vacuum going, what are you... I don't understand what cats are.
Cats are blankets. It's my furry vampiric blanket that likes to bite me.
Cats are
joy.
Cats are baby children.
Cats are little assholes.
No, they are not.
Yeah, they really are. My dad... I just started to get to know what cats are like, thanks to my dad's friend's cat, and she's pretty cool, so...
Can you guys hear the fireworks on the other end? Those listening to the stream?
No.
Okay.
It's getting kind of loud over here, though.
I just... Yeah, they're starting to go in earnest, and it's not even... It's 9 o'clock.
I know!
I started the moment that the sun set because there was a glare right in my face. Even with my blinds... right in my eyes, I could not see the TV. That would have been hard to play the game if I couldn't see the TV, you know what I'm saying?
Oh god, I cannot believe I just saw Rule 34 here, or on Facebook.
Oh, I thought you were about to say in the Discord.
In the Discord.
What?
Yeah, it was, do any of y'all watch My Hero Academia?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now watching season 3, please don't spoil, I binge.
No, I haven't even, I stopped like halfway through season 2. I need to go back and watch it again, but no, it's Deku's mom wearing his costume and it's like super tight on her.
Oh, we've seen that.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
I prefer
that was just porn.
I prefer the MILF that is Bakugo's mom.
Oh god.
She got them curves and she's very explosive.
It's just like as soon as she came into the anime, you could just
MILF
feel
alert.
the earth shaking. As a ton of dudes just like came at once.
And that was the sound of an entire universe crying out and then exploding in fear.
I haven't felt this.
And then it started raining white goo all from the skies.
Oh
god.
I haven't felt this reaction since Spider-Man came back to the MCU, which I've actually felt. Interesting story that night.
Okay, well, go on.
No, sorry, I'm Joel. I thought Joel was getting up again. Okay, really weird. I guess this was like my nerd alarm going off because you remember the reaction when it was announced that Spider-Man was coming back to the MCU?
I believe so.
Yeah, it was like really huge, right? Because that's like everything that Marvel fans wanted, but we couldn't get because he was over there like being locked up, held in a cage by Sony, along with the X-Men and Fantastic Four.
Yeah, my friend Isaiah was just like, "Oh, well, Spider-Man's not a part of it. I don't care." And I'm just like, Spider-Man has a bunch of great movies. I don't care what anyone says. I love the Amazing Spider-Man films. I thought they were great.
Except for the second one.
No, they were great.
Okay, now I am 100% positive you have terrible taste in movies because you like Solo.
Solo was great.
No, it wasn't.
What are you talking about?
Solo was boring.
You're boring.
Okay, we're gonna get back to this, but look, like
I love you, Ari. Please don't leave me.
We'll get back to this, but look, like the night before I heard the news that Spider-Man was back in the MCU, like I woke up that morning and I saw the news, but during that night, the middle of the night, I woke up because I felt the earth shake. And I'm like looking around, like it's definitely not an earthquake, it's something else.
Earthquake?
Yeah, it was a total nerdquake because I went to school the next morning, saw the news, and I was like, oh my god, Spider-Man's coming back to the MCU? And then I thought back to that night, and then I realized that the earth shaking was just the screaming of just thousands of nerds just like losing their minds over the fact that Spider-Man was back in the MCU. Was it temporary? Yeah. Am I still like really, really, really hoping that Disney buys Sony so that he could stay with us forever? Hell yeah. But it's just,
I will say that
back to that night, and it's just, man, it was weird.
I will say that Tom Holland is an amazing Spider-Man.
He is the best.
I liked Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, not as Peter, and that's where a lot of everyone's problems like arise. And I'm not gonna lie, Electro was stupid in that film, but
yes.
But like I miss Andrew Garfield. Tom Holland does a fantastic job, but I do kind of miss Andrew Garfield because like he didn't deserve the treatment that he got. Not from fans I'm talking about, but from the company.
From the studio.
He got sick, and they got offended that he got sick for some reason. Japan is weird, guys.
Human decency, what is it? But like, what makes Tom Holland the best Spider-Man is that Tobey Maguire was a good Peter Parker, but not a good Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield, good Spider-Man, not a good Peter Parker.
Yep.
Tom Holland is just the perfect mix of both.
He's a perfect balance, and especially in Infinity War, he just strikes up this like great balance between the witty humor and the naive innocence. And I think that's what we needed if we're going to go for a younger Spider-Man. It's just, you have this character who is completely young, innocent, full of joy, but still has his own set of faults. Still has ways that he can grow and evolve, and I think that's what Tom Holland was great at. Garfield was much more seasoned as Peter, and I felt like if they shouldn't have had him in an origin story, if they were going to go the Andrew Garfield route, because he worked better without the origin. He worked better as, you know, this vine swinging hero who what I liked about what I liked about Garfield is that he had the best web slinging, he had the best action, he legitimately had a lot of things going for him, but he was canceled before his time, and I'm kind of upset about that. I'm not going to raise a stink about that. I'm not going to ask that we remake the film, we the fans of Spider-Man. Sassy.
Look, the DJ catch
I saw that the first time. It's in the
timeline.
alternate timeline, and
Far away from the one where Hitler cured cancer.
yeah, Ari answered that, so I didn't want to answer.
By the way, you can't be your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man if there's no neighborhood to protect.
Yeah.
Tom Holland, you precious bean. Spider-Man deserved better.
Okay.
They're so much better.
Okay, I want to put my 2 cents in this because in a little bit I'm gonna have to drop out because I got bills to figure up. Okay, I grew up and I watched the original trilogy of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. I've seen the Garfield movies and I've seen the Tom Holland movies. So, I mean, each one has its own merits and each one's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now I'm gonna fanboy here for just a quick second here. The main reason why I still love the Sam Raimi ones is Bruce Campbell. Come on, he's in all 3 movies. Plus, Macho Man Randy Savage was in the first one.
Mm-hmm. I got you for 3 minutes of playtime.
Yeah, but admittedly, the series, the first one was great. I mean, it was a good backstory. It gave a good, okay, here's how we go from Peter to Spider-Man. I really dig the organic webbing. I really dig that. That to me was beautiful. And then when we got to the second one, it's like, okay, let's see what's new. And okay, he can't use his powers anymore because of feelings.
I mean, they did kind of do that in the TV show, but to a better effect. I think it was more his mindset for the powers. I don't know. I like the stuff with Doc Ock in that.
Yeah, Doc Ock was great.
You gotta admit, though, the stuff with... There's a lot of cheesy stuff in the Raimi ones. While I liked them, they tended to be on the more ham cheese side of the fence.
Well, that's just how Raimi is, but still.
Yeah.
None of them will ever be cheesy as emo Peter dancing.
Okay, yeah, the third one
we don't speak of that movie.
I watched the third one in theaters and it broke my heart.
The third one had so much promise, but the character, the actor,
Venom!
That's not Venom. That is not Venom. I'm sorry. That 70 Show guy should not have been cast as Eddie Brock, because Eddie Brock even in the comics, was a muscular guy who was a photographer who actually had merit on his own, not some young brash schmuck. Mm-hmm. This guy, he played him as a schmuck, and it's like,
Don't let me down, Venom movie. Don't let me down, Venom movie.
No, that actually
waiting for this
Venom
Venom
already let me down with the trailer. I'm sorry, but that looks stupid, and Spider-Man's not going to be in it. Yeah,
it really does. I mean, seeing the CGI Venom smile, that's like the greatest meme for all the wrong reasons.
With the tongue dick?
Yes!
I was wondering when someone was going to go there for that. Okay, so the Garfield movies... The Garfield movies are good, mostly because we're going back to, okay, yes, we're doing another origin story. But we're seeing Peter being more scientific. We're seeing him being more inventive. We're seeing him do more things that, you would see in the comics.
He felt more like the character in a lot of aspects. And I think the nature of him being a scientist and the banter between him and Gwen was probably the most accurate to the comics that we've ever seen.
Exactly. I mean, because even in the comics, even in the original 60s comics of Spider-Man, he never met Mary Jane until way later, until after...
He was like an adult by that time.
Gwen Stacy was basically his love for the longest time, and it wasn't until she, fell from the bridge...
died by his hands, of course.
That, things happened. And granted, I think they blew their wad a little bit too early by killing her in the second film. I felt they should have waited till the third one. But with that said, the Gwen Stacy sequence in Amazing Spider-Man 2 was the best goddamn part of that film. That was incredibly well handled, and I am upset because now we're never going to get an aftermath to that part of his character. Like, the fact that it reaches out like little hand trying to save her, but it was the back snap that killed her. And it just, that entire part of the film was so damn brilliant. They just ruined it by shoving in too many supervillains.
Well, not to sound punny, but The hand web trying to save Gwen was just the most ham-fisted shit I've ever seen.
No, it was beautiful. What are you talking about?
No,
Like,
that was so cheesy and bad and on the nose. It's cheesy and bad because of how just out on the nose and stupid it is.
no,
Like, why? After
I don't
everything
know.
I just watched.
Ari, I'm sorry, but I can't trust you for your taste.
I can't trust you either because you like Solo.
Well, you like stuff that I hate.
All right, I'm gonna stop this right now before it gets into a lover's quarrel. Okay, let's just agree to disagree.
We're gonna get into this one day. Look.
No, we're not. We're just gonna kiss and we're gonna make up. It's gonna be okay.
Fucking Solo, man.
What do I have a feeling? I'm gonna have me and my wife are gonna have to move in with you between you two and just make sure to keep the peace.
How? I'm in Detroit. She's in Rhode Island. How is this gonna work?
Very
Well, it's all
carefully.
in the Sims.
once Zenith's moved out here, then I'll be able to help.
Okay, fine.
We can all in the Sims, and it can work out that way, I guess.
True. Okay, so and now let's get into the new one. This is Tom Holland. Real quick. Back to Garfield. I love for the fact that they got Dennis Leary to play Gwen's dad. I thought was great.
Go stat.
Yeah. Now, Tom Holland playing Spider-Man. Okay, this to me, granted, Sheila does not really care for Tom Holland. She thinks he's a bit of an annoyance.
What?
As Spider-Man. She says he grates on her nerves. He's starting to grow on her, but still,
Isn't that technically the point of Spider-Man? Is that he talks all the time, and some people might find him annoying?
Not really, no.
That's all of the Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean that's just how he is. But still, I like for the fact. Okay, we have an actor who actually looks like an actual teenager, who's acting like an actual teenager, who's going to a high school like Spider-Man is supposed to. My only gripes with the movie, and in all seriousness, is okay, we know Uncle Ben's dead. We know, okay, we didn't do the whole backstory. Great.
Bro.
Cool.
Bro, you're about to... Ooh. Oh, God. I'm gonna shut up. Because...
You know where I'm going, don't you?
Can I just...
Go ahead.
I didn't even say his name! They had nothing with Uncle Ben! It's like, you don't have to show it! Again, we know about this, but there's no picture, you don't have to flashback, you can just, like...
But his origins have been told so many times.
There was Uncle Ben nothing. There's a part where he's getting emotional, and it's like, he's like talking about his power, and we all know what he's talking about, because with great power comes great responsibility, but you can't even say his name. You can't just take a picture and have an actor and go, hey, it's Uncle Ben. No, there was Uncle Ben nothing.
We've seen it so many times, though.
I know, and you don't have to show it.
We don't need
have
it.
to go back through it. We've had it done so many times before. If you do it again, it is like the opening of Batman v Superman. Like, hey, let's kill Bruce Wayne's parents again, even though Bruce Wayne having dead parents is like... Dude, Deadpool...
My parents are dead.
Deadpool 2 almost made a joke of it, where it was like, oh, we should name him Bruce. Nah, we shouldn't do that, because if she didn't even have the chance to stay, because we'll both be dead. Because it's that cliched. It's that well known. But, like, Uncle Ben is just such a huge part of Peter's life, and you couldn't say his name?
Licensing.
Okay.
Okay.
I got it off my chest. I'm good.
Okay. Now, my only other gripe is just that they were living in an apartment, not a house. Like in every movie, even in the comics, Aunt May had a house.
Yeah, that was weird.
But in every single movie, they have an apartment.
No, they had like a townhouse.
Like, I mean, Peter had an apartment at least.
Yeah, but Aunt May was so financially well, and she had to go back to school to put Peter through college. But they were well enough to afford a townhouse in New York City. Not New York City, but in New York.
Yeah, more was mostly in Manhattan, but still,
Where are you from, kid?
Me?
No, you know the scene in Civil War? Where are you from, kid? I'm from Queens.
Oh yeah.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, that was a good scene. Anyway, and I like for the fact, he's. And they made reference to the whole Spider-Man can't just web something and start swinging. He was in an open area. He shot his web and nothing. He's like, oh crap, gotta run. Okay, and you see him actually running.
I love that part. It's just like, oh yeah, because that's kind of like you can't do that.
I'm like, finally they make reference to that.
That's why Spider-Man 2 is a lie. Well, not Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 1, the video game, is a lie.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I like for the fact that they actually, show and kind of explain a little bit, but not mostly show the troubles that Peter is going through as a teenager in basically high school.
Hey, kitty. How are you?
Wanting to impress people, wanting to make people like him.
Shh, it's okay. I understand there are fireworks, but it's okay.
Oh, poor Chiaki.
Shh. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, poor Rocky.
Okay. Relax.
But it's just... But I also liked how they had Michael Keaton come in, play as the Vulture.
One of the best Marvel villains. Dear
He was the best part of the movie.
He was so amazing.
Yeah, he was. And for the fact that, Peter actually was going out with his
I don't know
daughter,
who Shane Dawson is, Sassy.
which I thought was really cool. And then it was like, okay, I'm kind of going to spoilers if you haven't seen the movie.
It's been out for over a year, so spoil away.
It's fine. Yeah.
Okay. It's funny is the after credit scenes where you see Michael Keaton in the freaking jail, and you see Scorpion come up, and he's like, rumor has it that you know who he is, and he's like, no, I don't know who he is.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't
That's
reveal
such a
the
great
identity because of respect. I love that.
Yeah,
So
because
good.
because he's like, look, you defeated me honestly. You did it because you wanted to protect my kid and everything else. I gotta respect you for that.
And he's a relatable villain too, because you're just like, well, he's doing this because he has nothing else. He had to turn to crime to support his family, because what else was he going to do?
Exactly.
Like, his honest avenues, were shut down. He lost his job when he was just trying to make the best out of a tough situation, and the job that he had was claimed by people who weren't supposed to have it. It's like, that's just bad string of luck. What do? Sometimes you got to turn to crime. It's what he had to do. And I liked when he accidentally vaporized the guy.
Shocker, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the fake Shocker.
I'm glad they did the name drops of Shocker and Scorpion. That's cool. That kind of opens up, say, hey, here's some future villains that we have in mind.
Also, for the video game, I'm so can't wait for the
Sinister Six.
The Sinister Six in the new video game that they're making.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What is it? Sucker Punch? No, Insomniac.
Yes.
Insomniac.
Yeah, Insomniac. Insomniac is a great company.
Insomniac does really great work.
Okay.
I'm really glad that the voice actor strike didn't affect the game.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
still talking about Homecoming, that movie has a lot of problems, one of which being it broke the MCU timeline.
How?
Okay, so...
It's supposed to take place 3 years after Civil War.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the MCU, prides itself on, these stories taking place during real time in our world.
Like
so
on
the
day
movie
of
starts
release in
off...
theaters.
The movie starts off after Avengers, and it skips forward a few years, but it skips forward too much. I can't give you the exact years because it's been a while since I've seen it and I don't have the movie on Blu-ray. I only saw it once in theaters, but I was watching it in theaters And I just immediately took notice of that because they're cleaning up after the Avengers. And then it says, like, 4, 5, 6 years later, and you see Peter freaking out because he was in the Civil War. And I'm just, like, piecing this together in my head going, wait, the current year is 2016. The Avengers was 2010, 2012. They went ahead too much.
I don't know. I don't care about the timelines because, like, for the most part, it's easier to watch them in a certain order. Granted, I'm not entirely sure. I only watch it in a certain order myself. And then Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and 2 take place in a weird point in the timeline because when they came out is very different from when they actually take place in the timeline.
Yeah. Apparently, the timeline has been fixed somehow. I don't know how. I gotta look back into it. But that was, like, super weird and super polarizing as someone who's been watching these movies for, like, 10 years and knows how these things go down. And I'm just, like, looking at the screen, doing the math in my head, going, what?
Okay.
I'm
just looking forward to Mysterio, because Mysterio is my favorite villain in Spider-Man.
We don't talk about that movie.
What No.
No, I'm looking at the chat. Sorry.
Yeah, I have seen High School Musical.
We don't talk about that movie.
But anyway.
What are we saying about Homecoming?
I
sure
just
the timeline will
like.
be fixed once Thanos snaps his fingers.
No, there was something about Mysterio.
Yeah, like
Oh my god! I just caught that.
Mysterio is my favorite villain in Spider-Man, and I'm really looking forward to him in the future game, hopefully, and other stuff, because, like, we don't see Mysterio in a lot of things, and people, like, tend to write him off because he's not the most powerful, but Mysterio is a goddamn interesting villain, damn it.
Sure about that? Because there's, like, Venom over here, just kind of... Okay.
I would rather have Carnage and Mysterio, thank you very much.
Venom and Green Goblin for life.
We've seen Green Goblin like 5 times.
I don't care, he's still the best.
He's overused, and honestly, he's not as interesting. Dr. Octopus, I'll give you.
Is a great villain.
Yes, Dr. Octopus is a fantastic villain. But the thing is, when I see the Sinister Six, Mysterio is a part of it. And I like High School Musical. I know it's bad, but I like it. Shut up.
Oh my god, we have such different taste in movies.
I told you, I'm a girly girl. God damn it, what part about that don't you understand?
Okay, you know what? Max, we're getting back to Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm about to...
Okay,
god damn it.
I was actually going to go to a different movie, but real quick, before I had to get it. Have any of y'all seen Deadpool 2?
Yes!
Not yet.
I have.
Okay.
It's
the only
good.
scene I'm gonna mention is how cool was that whole X-Men scene?
Oh, God.
Oh my god, the stare that they give. I love it.
You got Patrick Stewart back in makeup. Good job, movie.
That wasn't Patrick Stewart.
Wait, which one was it?
It was the younger one.
Yeah, it was the younger one.
Patrick Stewart is old and bald.
I guess I just missed it because my brain told me Patrick Stewart.
This is really good makeup.
And this is why we can't have nice things, Ari. I can't trust your judgment if you don't know the difference.
I gotta watch the movie again, okay?
I'm sorry, Ari.
But it was just funny because you see him running around on freaking Xavier's electric wheelchair, and he's like, every time I come here, there's only just you and
Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Negasonic. God, that's a long name.
So it's just like it's just funny. I really, really love that movie, and I can't wait for it to come out on DVD so I can buy it.
I like it, but I do have a couple problems, and the main one is I really don't like that they had to fridge one of the characters. You know what I'm talking about. I don't like that. They lampshaded it, but I don't like the whole fridge thing. I'm sorry.
The writers didn't even know what fridging was.
How do you not know what fridging is? It's
because it's lazy writing.
It's a huge
Because
part
it's all
of
guys.
comics. Oh god, people are stupid.
At least Domino was great because
Domino
Deadpool-
is amazing.
Deadpool just like
Oh,
went
yeah.
throughout that entire movie with Domino going, "Is this a superpower?"
Luck is not a superpower, and then she's like
It is a
kicking
superpower.
ass. I loved her in that movie.
Like, people who don't know who Domino is, what I really like is that people who don't know who Domino is, if they're still confused about if she's a mutant or not, when they get to the school, she goes, "Oh, hey, it's the place I was raised," or more like tortured. So that's how you know that she's a mutant, in case you didn't know until that point. And that was like a good fail-safe thing.
Yeah. So, and it was just, I mean, that whole movie was great, and especially the whole banter between Cable and Deadpool.
I love
I
the
mean,
dubstep talk.
It's
Dubstep.
still thinking of future. Dubstep is for pussies.
Hey, I love dubstep.
I like dubstep too, so.
Okay, we can finally agree on something.
Now, I mean, come on, you guys, everybody's got to admit, the weirdest scene was the whole baby legs part.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. And they showed that. You remember in the first movie where they said there's 1,000 kilos of cocaine next to the cure for blindness, and it's there in the second movie.
They actually showed it!
Yeah, they actually showed it. I'm like, dude, Mean Girls. Who doesn't like Mean Girls? That
know,
that
I
movie
haven't
is
seen
so fetch. Okay,
I haven't seen it and I don't like it.
that Ari.
But
Why do you hate on all the girly things I don't like? I like.
Because I don't like chick flicks, that's why.
Because she's a mean girl.
I am pretty mean.
She's
But
mean to me.
Ari.exe is done with being nice for the rest of the week. It's my birthday tomorrow. Fuck it.
And she said she was going to be nice to me, but that didn't happen.
Well, hey, I'm sorry. That's just... Hey,
hey, Ari, Zenith didn't ask for a character reference.
that. Okay, but can I just say this?
No.
I love the fact that I'm able to play Take On Me, the acoustic version, around my friends and immediately have them cry.
Yeah.
Don't get away. That was I literally, that was like the meme for the new season of Voltron. I was memeing with my friends. All right, y'all. Is this season gonna be Careless Whispers or Take On Me?
All right. Well, I have got to get going because I've got to figure out these bills and fun times, and plus go to work in the morning, which I really don't want to do.
You should take a break and enjoy the rest of your birthday, because I ain't doing shit this week and I don't regret it.
You should take the day off.
I took today off. I work from work. I didn't work today.
Yeah, but
You
this is
shouldn't
a
work today.
holiday.
It's the 4th of July.
It's a federal holiday. Nobody works today.
Unless you're not American.
No. Technically, if I was working, I'd be working from home, and I would only be working 4 hours, but I'd still get the full 8 hours today. But no, I'm working tomorrow and Friday, and then I'm free and I can relax for about 5 seconds.
Well, good luck, goodbye, and happy birthday.
Okay,
That was the worst-
wait,
what
no,
was I-
stop everything. I'm gonna give you a warning right now, Sassy. I'm 100% serious. Delete that message. Do not use that language in my chat.
What?
Not cool.
Disaster flick?
No,
No. Below that.
we do not use those words. That is ableist and
Well, I used
and
to-
completely not welcome here. Okay? Next time, I'm not gonna be so nice.
Yeah, nor am I. So yeah, please refrain from that. I will catch you guys next time. So y'all enjoy your day and don't drink too much.
I don't drink at all, so don't worry about me.
I'm gonna be going out to drinking later. Don't worry.
Well, then have a drink for me, would you?
I shall.
All right. Goodbye, all. I shall see you in therapy.
Have fun.
Well, that was... Sorry, I'm good.
That's better. It's dumb. That's 100% better.
You didn't see that video that I Hate Everything did on that movie, did you?
I don't watch I Hate Everything. I think I'm not a fan.
Whatever you say, I watch them. What are you doing, dog? Are you gonna lay down, dog? Jewel, come on. Sorry, Jewel's being... I don't know what Jewel is being. She's definitely not scared, though.
Well, we finished Wonderland, finally.
That was a complete retread of the first game, and therefore a bit of a wait.
For the most part, there was one interesting bit where basically the queen is basically forgets things. That's the whole plot of like this kind of, and so when we defeat the Trickmaster, we trick the queen into thinking that she commanded us to defeat the Heartless because she doesn't remember. It's an interesting thing of like, if you don't remember that you don't remember something, is that your memory can play tricks on you. So, for example, if you try to remember hard enough, you could remember something that's actually not real. And I like that little tidbit. It doesn't go anywhere, unfortunately, but I like that idea, like how like your memory can play tricks on you. It's explored more in the main plot, not so much here.
What are you doing?
Okay. Well, anyway, we still talking about Deadpool 2, because there's like one part of the movie I was super confused about.
And what's that?
It's like a comic thing, and I think I told you about this already, but I was more confused with the Deadpool X Colossus than the Deadpool X Cable. Because I thought that they were really gonna play up the Deadpool and the Cable, and you can either like make it more romantic, or you can make it messy, because right now in the comics the relationship is a mess, because they worked together as a team for a while, and it was going really well, and pretty soon, like, it was going so well that it had like a little bit of tension in there, but pretty soon it started to get messy, and it started to fall apart, and then Colossus said, okay, wait, it's clearly not working out anymore, I'm gonna quit, and Deadpool said, wow, it kind of feels like we got a divorce.
And so, yeah, this is an interesting thing right here. The Jiminy Journal is now blank. Now, this doesn't make sense, because Jiminy wrote everything down in the journal. If they forgot everything, his journal should not be affected. And I spent hours 100%ing that Jiminy Journal.
Doggone Invisible Ink.
And
being trolled epically.
There's a plot point for this, because we're going to have to restore the journals in RE Coded. Like, that's the entire point of RE Coded. Let me just test something. Test. Okay, chat's working.
Yeah, everything's back on, up and running on my end. By the way, I think you've been streaming this for nearly 2 hours.
I have been streaming this for 2 hours. Although I am kind of worried with the dropped frames. They're just starting to, like, really work on fireworks now. So I don't know if that's going to disrupt our stream further.
Do we want to switch games, or?
Well, it's going to disrupt the stream regardless. What I might do is say this will be our Kingdom Hearts for the week, and then we'll pick it up. We'll pick it up with Doki Doki on Friday. Right, not Friday, Saturday.
Are we stopping?
Well, if it's going to keep dropping frames, then yeah.
Well, I say we keep going for now, and if it drops more, then we stop.
Telling us about another castle we've been to, but none of us really.
It's up to you.
Do you think
I'll wait till the end of this cutscene.
that we don't remember because we're losing our
Yeah, you say so.
But yeah, basically they're saying they're losing their memories, and I'm just like, no.
You don't say! After how I had to replay that entire part from the first game!
Yeah, you don't say. It's
You
just
don't remember it at all.
Sora's a little bit clueless in this. I mean, he's naive, but I'm not sure I like his characterization in this game, simply because they make him out to be very
Oblivious.
oblivious to a lot of things. But yeah, like, the thing that really gets me, though, is that we go through the entire process of 100%ing the Jiminy Journal in the first game, and it just retconned. It's like, oh, it's blank now. I'm like, and then we'll get it back encoded. I haven't played coded, but we'll get it back encoded. And I'm just like, but then what was the point of making us forget? I know
writing?
Padding.
I think the main point was getting him to square one for the next game, so they went this roundabout route with the plot.
I'll be a roundabout.
Thank you.
Look, you know I had to. I'm sorry. That, and I don't know. It can be padding, like Itchy said, or it can be filler, or it could just be drag.
It's almost like they made this up as they went along because this was a spin-off for the GPA.
That sounds pretty accurate.
Yeah,
apparently they were proud of it because it made it into the remaster.
It's not a spin-off. It's technically a sequel because it's relevant to all the other games.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I'm gonna save the game here. We completed Wonderland. It took us 2 hours, but we completed Wonderland. We, what floor are we on?
What?
We are on 3rd floor out of 13. So, we have a little bit to go. We have about...
Oh shit, my mic was still on while I did that. Fuck, sorry.
We have about 10 floors left to go. I think I'm going to stop here, because I'm just worried about dropped frames. Mostly because of and the fireworks might be loud too.
I can't hear them.
Not now, but like as we get closer, there's going to be hundreds of them, and they're going to be pretty much nonstop. So I'll stop here for now. I'm gonna go get some food, and we will pick this up. We'll pick this up next week. Doki Doki will be Saturday, and then we'll go from there. I was hoping to do a longer stream, but honestly, like, I am getting a little bit hungry, and
I have an idea.
What?
What if you let your computer rest and go get some food, and then when you come back, it might be better.
We'll see. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. We're slowly working our way through Chain of Memories. I'm sorry, this game is just exhausting. It really is. But we'll get to Doki Doki Saturday, and then Sunday, Sunday I'll do more Final Fantasy 14, and we'll be more casual through that. But I need food, and I need to rest.
Well, for doing this Saturday, and I hope to God that I'm here.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Anyway, guys, I will I will talk to you later. Have a good one, guys.
Solo sucked!
It.
I will come through this microphone.
At this point, I'm just trolling you.
Anyway, have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Hey, this is Megami33. Thank you for watching Zenith Will Review. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome videos. If you like what you see, check out the Patreon page at patreon.com/ZenithWillReview.